What's going on, y'all? Foos here. We're back to talk about some Scream movies again. This time, we're going to go ahead and rank them from least favorite to most favorite, 6 down to 1. Before you go ahead and do that, though, if you haven't already checked out the reviews for Scream 1 through 6, stop this one and go back and check those videos out. For those of you who have, thank you again. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to anybody who's done anything to help out the channel so far. If you haven't already hit subscribe, however, though, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and help a brother out. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and dive into this. So, starting off with the bottom of the barrel, our least favorite, coming in at number 6 for me, is going to be Scream 6.
You?
Yeah, of course, me.
Now, I kind of spoke about this in my review a little bit ad nauseum. This movie would have been much higher on this list for me if it wasn't for the third act. The third act did a lot to bring this one down, and we'll probably be talking about this a few picks later had it not been for that. For me, the negatives just outweighed the positives on this one a little bit, unfortunately. And the more that I go back and rewatch this one, the more that third act gets under my skin and pisses me off, and the less I like this movie overall. Unfortunately, that's just how it is sometimes. Scream 6 coming in dead last for me on this one. Moving on to number 5. This is one that, again, firmly in its place on this list for me, but kind of going in the opposite direction of 6. For this one, it's Scream 3, going to come in at number 5.
You're not going anywhere, Sydney. It's time you came to terms with me and with Mother.
And as I was saying, I kind of start to like 6 a little less each time I watch it because of that third act. I kind of start to like Scream 3 a little more each time I watch it because of its third act. I really have fallen in love with the Roman Bridger character, him as Ghostface. I really enjoy him as a Ghostface. I like the motive, having, him be Marine's long lost kid and all of that. It really works for me, and the more I've watched that movie, the more I like it. I know a lot of people don't like the going back and changing something about the original movie, but I think it works in this one. I mean, you got 2 young impressionable kids that are being manipulated by this, crazy dude. I don't know, it just works for me. And the more I watch 3, the more and more I like it. So 3 is at number 5. I don't know that it has a chance to move up this list just because of the competition above it, but I don't think it's going down based off where 6 and 3 are in my mind. This is probably a pretty solid lock at 5 and 6 for me for the foreseeable future. We'll see what Scream 7 does, but I doubt it's going to rank below these. Moving on the list, we'll come into number 4, where this is probably where the list starts to get difficult, and depending on the day of the week and the way the wind's blowing, some of these might flip-flop for me. But as of now, coming in at number 4 is going to be Scream 5 for me.
What do you want?
I told you, I want to play a game. Stab movie trivia. 3 rounds. You call the cops, she dies. You get a question wrong, she dies. Her parents aren't home. I can be in that room in 15 seconds.
And there's a lot of things I do enjoy about Scream 5. It's definitely, as far as, the whole requel thing goes and all of that, it does a solid job, I believe, of being honorable to what came before it, while also bringing in the new characters and kind of appeasing both sides of the fence between the new generation and the older generation of fans. And 5 just does a really good job for me, and it's a really enjoyable movie. It's my favorite Dewey by far. His death scene is one of the ones that you definitely remember after you see it. Just a lot of positives about Scream 5. The positives outweigh the negatives in this one, I would say, for me. Moving on, we get down into number 3 spot. So this one is going to be Scream 4 for me.
I want to talk to Jill.
Okay, well, she doesn't want to talk to you. Come on, Mr. Ghostface, whisper to me. Aren't you supposed to ask me a question?
All right. How's the movie?
What movie?
Shaun of the Dead.
So Scream 4 is kind of like the forgotten Scream movie, I feel like. You hear so much about the OG trilogy, everybody talks about that, and then you get a ton of people talk about 5 and 6, it has its fans, and Scream 4 just kind of gets lost in there, I feel like. You don't hear as much talk about Scream 4. For me, Scream 4 is one of the better sequels in horror. I love Scream 4. I think it's done really well. By far my best Gale Weathers. Most enjoyable she is for me personally. A lot of characters that I really enjoy. We get Kirby Reed introduced in this one. All of the ancillary characters are really enjoyable to me. Everything about Scream 4 I like, with the exceptions of a couple little nitpicky things that, if we're really going to try to find negatives, I can find. But overall, Not a lot to dislike about this movie. Plus, it's our last Scream we get from Wes Craven, so that holds some special significance there. Scream 4 coming in at number 3. Now we get down to our top 2 spots, which coming in at number 2 for me is going to be Scream 2, which probably not a surprise there. A lot of people going to have the OG one at number 1. I'm going to be no different here, so we'll go ahead and we'll slot them both up there, and then we'll talk about kind of thoughts on how we shake this out.
It's airtight, Sid. I'm an innocent victim.
You're a psychotic.
Yeah, well, shh. That'll be our little secret.
Now, Scream 2 is a phenomenal sequel. There's so much positive about this movie. I mean, Neve Campbell is phenomenal in here. Our killers are phenomenal. Everything about Scream 2 is just top-notch as far as horror sequels go. And it's right up there with Scream 1 for me. I think when I rated these out of 5, I think Scream 1 was a 5. I want to say Scream 4 might have been a 4.5, I think. I had it just like a smidge below Scream 1, but so much to like about Scream 2. All that to say, though, you can't really top the original. It is hard to top what they did in 1996 with Scream 1.
So, who are you?
The question isn't, who am I? The question is, where am I?
So, where are you?
Your front porch.
It has such a significant spot in horror for what it did for the genre. Also, it's got a lot of nostalgia for people around my age that this was the slasher of their generation. I mean, Michael was before my time, Jason was before my time, Freddy was before my time. I mean, I saw all these movies growing up, but it wasn't like I was born and living through it. With Scream, my generation grew up with that shit. So Scream holds a very nostalgic spot in my heart, and I don't think when it comes down to shaking out these movies, I don't think you're ever topping the original for me. So that's what I got for this list. I'd love to see what yours look like. Definitely hit me up on social, show me your list, let me know what you got. This is one of those things that's always fascinating for me to see how movies shake out differently for different people. I know somebody is going to probably have one at number 1 that is on my 5 or 6. I'm certain that's a thing. It's always cool to see the different rankings. So by all means, share them with me. I want to see what you got on this. Be on the lookout for our Ghostface ranking coming up next. That is the next one in play. I'm looking at having a lot of fun with doing that one. Not even sure how that one's going to shake out. I'm probably going to be flying by the seat of my pants a little bit and making some decisions on the fly because the Ghostface are a tough one to rank out for me. With that being said, thank you for checking this one out. If you haven't already hit subscribe by now, please do it. And we'll see you on the next one.